everybody. I'm Megan Coleman. Welcome to Facebook Live to all of our viewers out there today. We are at the Food Bank of Central New York live right now this afternoon for our annual Help Fight Hunger Telethon. We are so excited to be here once again partnering with the Food Bank of Central New York to help seniors, children, and families right here in Central New York. The really great thing is that for every dollar you donate, that turns into 3 meals for families in need. Let's take a walk over here. I'm going to give you a sense as to where your donations will go. So come on over. Here's a table, and this will represent a $25 donation, okay? So for $25, you can provide 75 meals for families right here in our own community. And we're talking about really healthy, nutritious foods, bananas and apples, breads and canned goods, juices, and even some oatmeal for the morning time. So if you have a little bit more to give, if you can donate $100, look at all of this. This is what a $100 donation will provide to local families. 300 meals. Incredible, the buying power that the food bank has here. They really do rely on the generosity of Central New York, your donations, your support. It's so incredibly important, and all of this stays right here in Central New York to help our local community. The phone lines are open. They've been open since about 5 o'clock this morning. Say hello to our wonderful volunteers. Say hi to Facebook Live, everybody. Yes, here they are. They are maybe a little sleepy because these guys have been up since super early this morning. Let's head down and talk to Karen Belcher. She's the executive director of the Food Bank of Central New York. Karen, here we are once again this year. One of my favorite days.
Ours as well, Megan. It's so great. It's been a wonderful day so far. We're excited for the evening.
Yeah, and what's really exciting about this is that we are in a new section of the food bank. We told people about this a couple of months ago when we did a story out here, but this is now the expanded portion of the food bank that we've stepped into. What's it been like for you guys to now have this additional capacity to help local families?
Yeah, so we just got access to this space. So occupancy came last week, so we really haven't moved into it 100%. So after the telethon tomorrow, we'll probably start to put a plan together and start getting the work out here. But it's really going to be transformational as we look at the packings that we're able to do, the volunteers that are going to be able to come alongside us in our work to help make sure that we have that nutritious food into the communities as they need it.
Yeah, you know, we've been telling the stories of Central New Yorkers and how their lives have been impacted by the Food Bank of Central New York and all the wonderful partner agencies and programs that the Food Bank helps support in our community. And one of them, Karen, that touched my heart so much was the very first story that we shared this week on Monday night. And it was the president and CEO of Energy Savers. He is now a successful business person in our community. He's been able to make donations, but his journey actually began, his relationship with the food bank, when he was a child. It was an incredibly touching story.
Yeah, you know, I think we see that a lot. It's individuals that maybe have had to use the emergency food network at some point in their lives, whether that was, a parent when they were a child, supplying food through a pantry in the network. They come back and they donate, and sometimes it's not a lot. It might be $10, it might be $100, it might be $500, but every dollar that they donate and give back to us now, it helps. Every dollar's 3 meals that goes into the community. And like you said, the need is great right now. We're seeing pandemic level need across the 11 counties, so every dollar counts today to help us make sure that we're meeting that need.
It certainly does. Karen, thank you. If you want to watch these stories that we've been sharing this week, you can go to our website at cnycentral.com. Just type in Food Bank of Central New York in that little search box at the top right-hand side of that screen, and you'll be able to see some of the really remarkable stories that we've been able to tell this week to sort of showcase and show you how the Food Bank of Central New York impacts lives right here in Central New York. And Karen was just talking about the need in Central New York. One of the other stories we talked about was in Oswego County. It has some of the highest levels of need and food insecurity in our community, and that means that people don't know where their next meal will come from. So they may wake up and have breakfast, but they don't know if they're going to have dinner that night. Lynn High is with the Food Bank of Central New York, and Lynn, I was so touched by hearing the way that the Oswego Food Pantry is meeting that need for people, because oftentimes they wouldn't know where to go unless they had that pantry and you guys.
Right. So Human Concerns, right in the city of Oswego, they're open every single day between noon and 3, and they really have seen an increase in the amount of adults that are needing to access that food. And when it's adults, it's many times adults that have little children at home that they need to access food for the entire family.
Yeah. And you guys, what's really cool, and let's pan over here, Jabari, if we could, and then Lynn will come back and talk to you. But right on the other side of this food, we're going to do something new this year for our telethon. And you can see we have a little bit of the setup right now, but right here. But we are going to be doing a packing of the food that's going to go back into the community. That's going to be happening with some volunteers live during our 5 o'clock newscast tonight. So if you want to see volunteerism in action, you're going to see that tonight. And Lynn, tell me a little bit about the volunteer opportunities and the ways that people can give back, certainly monetarily on a day like today when we're raising money for the food bank. But if people also want to come out as individuals, families, or as a business.
Yes, so we have many individuals, businesses. They come out. We have them sort food that's donated to us. We have them pack boxes. This morning we actually did a produce pack. So we had our volunteers packing boxes of produce that are right now being distributed to patients at Upstate. We did a story last year about Upstate. And then this afternoon, in a little while at 5 o'clock, we have another group of volunteers coming in, and they're actually going to pack boxes of food. And it's food that we went out and to local grocers and kind of rescued that food. Through our retail partnerships, it's going to get packed in boxes tonight, and it'll get distributed tomorrow to families in need.
Amazing. I cannot wait to see this in action. Lynn, thank you. One last look at the Food Bank of Central New York, and I think that sign back there really is so emblematic of what we're trying to do here today. Together, we are ending hunger, and that's what this effort is all about. 315-883-3388 is the number to call. You can also go to our website at cnycentral.com. We have a link. You can do it right online, or again, you can call that number, 315-883-3388. Our live coverage will begin tonight on NBC3 News at 5 o'clock. The phone lines will stay open until 8. So we hope that you will dig deep and give whatever you are able to. We'll see you tonight at 5 o'clock.